Greetings, ladies, gentlemen, and others. I am the Guardian, and welcome back to another installment of Guardian's Kitchen. Oh, you actually can see some of the stuff I'm going to be cooking with. So, this is a bit of a funny story. Let's see if I can just set you guys right here for a second. Alright, it worked. So, today's dish is actually something that's a bit personal to me, because it's actually something that I actually created this recipe with my grandfather when I was like 10 or 12 or something like that. I was pretty young. I was at the age where I wanted to literally put everything in my food. Like I mixed. Whenever we had a traditional dinner like meatloaf and mashed potatoes, the side of vegetables and whatnot, I was the person that mixed all that stuff together with a big thing of butter on top. This isn't meatloaf, but it's something of a rice with a bunch of shit in it. I'm actually inclined to call it the Guardian Gutcheck Supreme, because it's got a lot of good vegetables in it and whatnot, which I actually realized I forgot to pull out. Forgot to pull out last of these bell peppers, which I do need to cut up. Okay, onions to the side. What the work are you doing here? Sorry about the noise, guys. But anyway, as I was saying, this recipe was initially unhealthy because of all the crap that was actually thrown into it. Like, it had rice, it had some vegetables and whatnot, but I threw in Tyson spicy chicken patties. I chopped those up. We also threw in hot dogs, sausages, pepperoni. Sometimes we threw in meatballs for some beef in there too. And lots of cheese. We just threw more or less everything in there. And it was initially unhealthy, but it did taste pretty good. Now that Camera Lady Isera, my girlfriend, is actually, her diet is somewhat limited because of what she has to do now with certain foods, she can no longer have that, which it was actually something she really enjoyed to eat. So, in addition to trying to satisfy that, as well as a bit of nostalgia, because my sister, when we were in college, Asriel and I would share my creation with her, and she thought it was pretty good, so there's some nostalgia there too. But I have also been meaning to try and make this a bit healthier for a while now. I mean, throwing out the spicy chicken, the Tyson stuff, is delicious, but it's not good for you. Along with adding some more vegetables to it, taking out the hot dogs and the sausages, keeping the little pepperoni, though, because that adds a bit of acidity to it, and adding a few more sets of spices. So, we are initially doing a complete revamp of this recipe, and I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing with it, sort of step by step. I've already done a lot of prep work. I've cut up some of the ingredients that I was going to use, or that I am going to use. And because we have a specific friend, a Rave Master Randy, who has an allergy to onions. Unfortunately, he can't be here today, but I still want him to try it, as well as Akihiro, if we can come across him in the next few days and whatnot. So, onions have been chopped, but they've been put to the side to be added on at the very end. And I'll show you guys what I mean by that when we get to the actual process of it. Now, before I actually begin, I will say that it was initially began as a burrito. I wrapped it up in a tortilla like a literal burrito from Taco Bell. And then I changed it again with some inspiration from Taco Bell and other people who literally do that. I wrapped it up like a Crunchwrap style does. And then I had the idea to go back to what I did with the first episode of Guardian's Kitchen with a taco roll, with those spring roll wrappers that I did. wrap those up, deep fry them. We're going to try this, see how it goes. So this is Guardian's Gutcheck Supreme, or Gut Buster, whatever you guys prefer to call it. 3 ways. Going back to the classic burrito, doing the Crunchwrap, and I'm going to see how it does in the wonton wrappers and deep fried. So, you guys are in for an adventure just like I am, and I sincerely hope that this turns out pretty good. I know at least 2 of the 3 probably will, but I hope that all 3 do. Now, if you excuse me, I got bell peppers to chop real quick. Alright, so I've got the ingredients all prepped. They've already been chopped. Some of them have already been seasoned. They just need to be cooked and put into the container. Let me show you. Alright. The first addition is a little bit of the chicken broth. Unsalted, naturally. I feel like with all the water that I put into the rice, it's going to help it seem a little more flavorful. I mean, along with all these other things. We already have cream of chicken and cream of celery. That is a standard part of this recipe. So these are also going to go in there. We usually have the vegetables. The ones that stay the same are corn and green beans, because I love corn and green beans are tasty and healthy. I also added some carrots, cauliflower, and broccoli to the mix. Those are chopped and diced up. I say both because you can clearly see that there's still some pieces of carrot that haven't been completely chopped into, well, I guess you could say chopped into a paste. I also have celery, the bell peppers I just mentioned. I'm adding some seaweed to it. On the side, cooking up the potatoes, the chicken, adding some mushrooms into said chicken. And last thing I forgot, some of those mini pepperonis go in there. So, let's add them up. Let's get cooking. Alright. First and foremost, we do. By the way, Ashvale and Isida are in the back playing an old video game. So if you guys hear them, that's what they're doing. Okay. So this is brown and whole grain rice. It's alright if a little bit spills out because we're adding a cup of it in there. We're going to save this to add some of our water. Let me stick that to the other side over here. Now, usually add, first and foremost, cream of chicken. I don't get Campbell's cream of chicken soup. Sometimes it's chunky, and other times it's just freaking straight. Put that there to be washed in a minute. Now, we also add the cream of celery, which sounded disgusting going in there. Oh my gosh. Alright, that's going to be washed in a minute as well. Alright. Now we're adding a shit ton of ingredients into this. I haven't added this many ingredients before, so I hope that the water doesn't overflow. I still want it to cook everything. Alright. Corn and the green beans first. Let's see. Chicken still needs to be cooked. I'll do that in a minute. Let's just throw in the rest of the vegetables, the broccoli, the cauliflower, and the carrots. Next, bell peppers. And celery after that. Starting to fill up a little bit. Add the seaweed in after that. Add just a little bit. This is partially an experiment. Adding a little bit of minced garlic in here to see if that actually helps with the flavor as well. Next, a bit of the chicken broth to add a little more of that chicken flavor. Both away. Second time, I almost forgot the little pepperonis. Just a little, just a small amount. This is a lot. I'm going to have to reduce the amount of water I put in by a little bit. I normally put 4 cups in because it's a whole cup of the rice. I may have to reduce it to 2 or 3. We're going to, in fact, it may end up being 2.5 actually. Alright. Okay, and now a little bit of seasoning as well. The chicken and the potatoes are seasoned with this already. I added a little bit of this to each of those, enough to fully cover them. I've been told before that I under-season stuff, so I hope that this doesn't over-season it. It's a combination of black pepper, smoked paprika, a little bit of standard garlic powder, because I'm adding in the minced garlic as well, a little bit of ginger, chili powder, and that's it. Okay. Now we mix it up and get it right, and we give this a try. Okay. This could turn out to be a good idea or a bad idea. Don't that just look appetizing? Alright. Alright. That is definitely going to be a bit of a risk. I really hope this works out just fine while I'm cooking everything else. Alright. There we go. Now let's get to cooking the other ingredients. Alright, heating up the pans. Bit of oil. Bit of oil. That's not the end of the oil. I can guarantee that. Okay, onions are still off to the side at a safe distance. I've got a different pan to do the onions on. Alright, plate. What? That doesn't even look out. Mostly like actually me. Oh, great, you're Sharpay. Fantastic. Alright, 2 plates. 1 for the chicken, 1 for the potatoes. Maybe a little more, who knows. Alright. This is gonna be interesting. Alright. Completely covered. There we go. Alright, I'll put this to the side for now. I can add the paper towel on in a bit. Oof. That oil is splashing a bit. Okay. Wash, wash, wash! See, I chopped the chicken prematurely so that it would be ready to go in a lot faster. But the sad thing about this is that it still sticks together. think that's about half the potatoes. Just about. All right. Now, to anyone who might be of a culinary background who is watching this, keep in mind that I am not a professional chef. I'm just a guy who likes to cook. Increase the heat a little bit on the chicken. Alright. Let the chicken roast for a minute, I guess. Gonna need this for later. I'm a little scared to use this spatula with the potatoes because of cross-contamination. So I think I'll have to just grab a second spatula. Ooh. Ooh. Oh man, if YouTube had smell-o-vision. Smoked paprika is doing its work. My gosh. That is a good smell. Simmer. The worst part about cooking the potatoes is that I can tell what's cooking and what's not because of the combination of both the oil and all the spices that are on it. I'll just have to trust the stove top. It almost smells like pork. Except I know that it's not pork. This chicken is nearly done. Side. Pieces of chicken are falling out. Yep, you're definitely spitting at me. Okay, be with you in just a moment. Honestly, there's a small bit of way to tell about the potatoes, but you gotta look close and see them simmering. Like, turning golden and whatnot. Yeah. I'm gonna have a lot of dishes to put in the dishwasher after I'm finished here. Come here, you. I hate to tell you this, but you gotta separate from your friends. We're all disrupting the process of how things flow here. Turn you down a little bit. the fact that they're russets. I'm getting progress on those. Fun fact is, there's also another batch of potatoes to do. God, that smells so fucking good right now. Probably should check on the rice. No. Okay. Good news, guys. Nothing is falling out. As in, nothing is oozing out. Like, no water, cream of chicken, cream of celery combination, and chicken stock. Nothing is falling out. Not yet, anyway. Just want to make sure that I get each piece of chicken thoroughly through. Which is why, for the hell of it, I'm going to just throw everything else back in here momentarily. Oh yeah, these are definitely getting golden now. Excellent. Thing is... What? My sister's trying to do what now? Make you cry? Yeah. One of your favorite songs? Huh?
Oh no, you're in the way.
Ashlyn, stop trying to make Lena cry. I'd say every bit of this chicken is now fully cooked. The most fun part of this, though, has yet to come. Just trying to pat down any additional grease and whatnot that might be on there. I'll show you guys the chicken in a sec. For now, though, shroom time! Diced up these mushrooms. I mean, about as well as I could. A little more oil inside. Keep an eye on the potatoes. Are you happy that I'm cooking mushrooms with this? Cooking the mushrooms and the juices of the chicken. Proud of me? Yes. By the way, no one can see you. You're still good. Alright, so those mushrooms are going to take a little bit to cook. This first batch of the potatoes, I think is almost done. Unfortunately, not all of them cooked evenly, but I'm still making sure that all of them are at least cooked. So if there's like little bits that are a little bit charred, I'm okay with that because I like char, even though I know it's not healthy. I need another paper towel to put down. Okay. Alright, mushrooms, stop popping. You're not Rice Krispies. That's interesting. apparently imploding on me. Potatoes are cooking. These mushrooms are still popping. Now, there's a finale. Mix it up. Gotta get it right. Say a little more black pepper for the mushrooms. I'm not hurt. This is going to be seasoned as hell, and I'm excited. Alright. Start. That, the chicken with the mushrooms. Now, the interesting thing about everything that I'm cooking here is that you can make a meal out of any of this on its own. But my dumbass decided to mix it all together. Now, this will be on the side, because we don't need anyone getting sick. We don't need anyone getting sick or dying. Alright, let's see. Bit of the potato. Say many people. Hey, one of you with pants on, come in here. Alright, you guys will have to wait. Coating the pan. Now, There we go. Good news is that the potato is almost done too. Alright. So far so good in here as well. And if I have to put it back in for a little bit longer, that's okay. Yeah, that's okay too. I'm gonna need another bowl for the onions. There we go. Bam. Alright, let's try the chicken and these mushrooms. Oh yeah. Seasoning gives the chicken a kick. It's delightful. All some of the spice over here is sticking the pan in. Get a little smoky. It's not what I was intending when I added smoked paprika to this. Cooking up the onions on the side. Alright, I would say potatoes are just about done. I'm going to do what I did with the chicken. Throw them all back in for one last thorough sweep. Make sure that nothing sticks to the pan. And here we go. There we go. I'm happy to report that I have just the container I need for all this extra shit that I'm putting in here. Perfect. Alright, potatoes. Taken care of. Alright. Onions are starting to get a little bit of color now. I don't need them to be extremely colored. Like, we don't need the onions to be like burnt or anything. We just need the onions to be cooked enough. Shit. Right there. Those are the potatoes that are going to go in there too. Chicken to the side. potatoes. Choose a side. Alright, onions are just about ready to come out. Sure we got them all out. We're not touching that again for a while. Time to clean this up. Alright. You guys can go back to the freezer. Alright, so the rice is just about to be finished cooking. I'll come back to you guys in a minute once we figure it out. Alright, so you guys can probably see the steam coming up from that. Okay. And that is still bubbling. I doubt it's done, but yeah, no, that not only does that still have too much water, or too much liquid, I guess, I can immediately tell the rice is not fully cooked. Although if you do it like this, it does kind of look like stew, or soup. Alright. Clean that up in a minute. Alright. Let's see here. Hi chicken. Hi potatoes. Onions. Alright. Let's give this maybe another 10 minutes because of the amount of liquid that's still in there. Alright guys, time to wait. Alright, so 10 minutes turned into 25 minutes. Probably 30, actually, but now, given the size of this, we're going to add 3, count them, 3 eggs. And then, now that it's in this much bigger bowl, wait, this is 4. I'm sure we'll be fine. There's actually a lot of it. Okay, so considering that there's actually quite a bit of this, and that it is still somewhat liquid, we're going to end up sticking this back in to the microwave. See, before I did all these changes, I actually didn't have to do any additional possible thought-provoking thinks and whatnot. All I had to do was stick it in there, usually 35 minutes, but this microwave only goes up to 30 at a time. And then lo and behold, it was done. And give or take a few more minutes to allow the rice to be fully cooked. Actually see some of the whites of the egg mixed in and whatnot. Alright. I'm just going to give it one more good stir before putting it back in the microwave. kind of thinks that I should put another egg in, considering how much is in here. But never know if that's a good idea. At least until you try it. Microwave time! Again. So, another 10 minutes later, and 2 more eggs, and a little bit more seasoning, a bit of minced garlic, like a little bit more of that, and we are in a good state. Granted, I know, I already made the comment that this kind of looks like shit, but it does taste good to them. Now, let's get started with the actual wrapping and preparing of this. Alright. 1 plate Ashlyn, 1 plate Lena, 1 plate me. You can wait until...
Lena, come on. Wait. Just wait. No, I just thought it would be funny if you're like, get out.
Yes, right. Out. I don't need you to eat up before Ashlyn can try any.
It's like one tiny piece. And it was like... No, okay. I'm gonna wait.
Let's see.
I'm being nice and waiting.
First and foremost, spinach.
Spinach!
Spinach.
Spinach!
Okay. I also added cheese in already. There wasn't a whole lot of cheese, so it might not be as cheesy as we think. Let's see.
I'm making Ashlyn laugh. No, I'm laughing at myself.
Oh, I've come to expect this bullshit that she's doing.
No, me.
Oh. Ow!
It landed in the onions?
It landed in the onions.
I don't know what that top is to.
The top is to the sprayable sanitizer, the citrus stuff.
Oh, great. Hopefully the onions don't taste like sanitizer.
That thing wasn't attached to it for months, Lena. I was looking for it.
Yeah.
Alright. Wow, okay. This the spinach wrap literally tore itself open. So that's gonna be fun to deal with later. Let's see.
Now you see why I was giggling.
That glove.
No, I'm moving my head with it.
That glove.
And I was laughing at the fact that Brendan's gonna turn around and be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh no, I've come to expect the bullshit that you're doing too.
Hey!
Not you, Ashlyn.
Still! I'm offended for her.
You don't need to be. It doesn't seem like that these are very versatile.
You're supposed to heat them up. Make them pliable.
Well, this I did not know.
And it activates the gluten and makes the gluten all strength.
Okay, so...
I worked at Chipotle, okay? I know you did. Why do you think they heat your burrito up before they put all the stuff in there?
You mean, why do you think they heat up the tortilla?
Yeah.
Alright. Now...
It makes it stretchy.
Now to grill it. See if this works. Yeah, I know how it looks. I just need to wait
I can eat it. That's what matters, right?
I just need to wait for the pan to heat up. And then, wrap those. And then, where'd the other the wrappers go? The plate of the wonton wrappers. They were right here. Oh, right, I stuck them in the fridge because they were getting hard. Sorry, guys. made things worse. Well, while that's waiting, let's see if I can successfully wrap these things. Yes, I said I see you flashing me. This is not going how I thought, but let's see. That's one. Oh, you guys can't even see me right now, can you? So the deep fried ones are going to end up being a little smaller than the stuff we had on the taco roll. Alright. I don't need a lot. That was more than I needed. But, like, actually, maybe not. I at least need to make sure that I can successfully remove this from the pan. Alright. Possibly a minute. That for some glue? I can. I can use that for glue. Where'd I put the spatula? This is where I put the spatula.
I have to stay in the yellow.
Yes. Alright. That's gonna be like an actual Crunchwrap. Urge you to work with me. There we go. A little more. There we go. Ooh. This one was on there for a little long, but it still looks good. Honestly, it's on half medium, so why not need to? Yeah, I don't need to leave this on for very long, actually. Take that off for a moment. There we go. Yes, I understand that it doesn't look that healthy, but it's way better compared to what it used to be. Alright, let's see. Move these guys. Now,
Hey, babe.
yes.
Thomas Sanders.
What about Thomas Sanders? Oh yeah, I remember. Let's see. No, it's the other way around. Now, this is a small burrito, but it's working. Oh! I spilled oil on the floor.
There was no freak out. I'm glad you trust me.
I seem to have made a boo-boo. Forgot the onions in this one.
Why is there no kill switch? I made a boo-boo, alright?
Alright, open this up real quick. And throw in a little bit of onion. For those who can't eat onions, don't worry, Randy, if you try this in the future, no onions for you. Death will not come for you this day. For that day, whenever the case may be.
It's one of the few songs that has the full name in it.
Alright, let's see.
Yes.
Whew. Okay. Leave it there for only a few seconds. Okay. There we go. Eyesores off to the side being fun.
Nina, don't steal anything. I'm not! Here we go, Nina. Coming.
There we go. This is a little bit smoky, but it's getting more and more successful. There we go. Look at that. That's a little bit better, isn't it? Okay. Now, take this one off. Because that one. Because now, it'd be mine. But first, I'm going to finish wrapping these, the bad boys, so that I can then turn on the heat for the oil. Come on, boys. Boys and girls. Food, it doesn't exactly have a gender.
Are you still recording?
Yeah, still recording. You need something? Water? It's alright, if you walk forward, no one's gonna see anything. Asheville's dying. You're hearing it first.
They never hear me outside of the channel. It's because I had COVID, people. Had. Yep. Had, plural, past tense. I'm tired of being
Son of a horse.
Smooth my backslash. I had past tense COVID a year ago. Ever since then, good.
Yep.
I have had a cough.
For like ever?
For the past year, I've had this cough. There we go. It's one of those caps that doesn't. Okay. There you go. Did I just cut out a big chunk? He's like, why is it feeling so wrong? But it sounded like they cut out and went to the rest of it. Replay. Oh, replay. Never mind. I had to do for no reason. Never mind. Ready?
cuts out. Starts over.
Wait a minute.
There we go. More onion, and then switcheroo. Switcherooty-hoo.
Is that just the regular ones?
Yeah, these are mine. Taking care of my lady friends first.
Why does the cat food look like cat shit?
Is the cat food we have?
Yeah, which they didn't eat at all.
I've been doing that for the past few minutes and he hasn't said a word.
I know you're not going to break my camera.
How do you know?
There's always a chance.
Because if you do, you know I'm going to be upset, and you don't like it when I'm upset.
Just joking.
Brendan will put Jason
Ow.
on her ass.
I did this and I hit his on the shoulder. That hurt.
It's like the time Tori accidentally almost hit me in the head with an axe.
I'm sorry.
We were axe throwing and she wasn't paying attention to the fact that I was walking back past her, behind her, and she went like this. And it almost hit me.
The time that Tori almost accidentally hit me in the head with an axe.
That's good stuff.
That sounds like a story, like a short story you write.
Axe throwing. Lots of fun.
Or
Slightly dangerous, but lots of fun.
Or on fuckmylife.com. That's an FML story, if I've ever heard one. And yes, that website exists.
Oh yeah, I know.
Fuckmylife.com. I found that out in middle
This
school.
one's taking a little longer to grill.
Did you know that existed?
Yes, I did.
Cool.
Oil might be ready, so I'll try
There's
to
a way
grill.
to test that.
Water. Tiny drop of water.
Well, that too, but there's a better way to test that.
Yeah, that's not quite ready yet.
Then why'd you leave it in there?
Drop a tiny piece of food in there.
Yeah, that.
Like a piece of rice kernel.
Alright. This is turning into something very delicious. That time you showed up in frame. Violence!
It's my arm.
It's a hammer.
It is.
Rubber mallet.
I had a lot of practice throwing things I shouldn't.
Yep. Hopefully not knives.
When you no. Well, clothes doesn't count. Because then it's not dangerous if it's clothes.
But it's dangerous when you drop shit.
True.
This is very nearly done. Those still need to wait a little bit. Stop dropping the hammer! Take that off to the side.
That's weird.
And this is delightful. Beautiful color. Looks like it belongs in Taco Bell. What?
I stood behind her, and she's flexing her feet, so it's grabbing onto my sock and pulling it down. I turn around, and I'm like, I feel something. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And it's like, oh yeah, Ashley's behind me.
You put your foot right in front of mine.
I didn't realize.
Still got the lid. Good. Oh, that's right. Almost forgot.
What?
Told your brother I'd let him try one too.
Is he still here?
He is. I'm not sure if he's asleep though. he's asleep, I'll save him one for later. If he's awake, he can try it now.
Easy way to test.
Hmm?
Go out his door and be like, Austin!
No.
Slam through the door. Break it through the door. Just bust the hole straight through.
Fuck up! No. I swear I'm a nice sister. Practicing self-restraint is one of my strong suits.
So what are we frying?
The ones that have the egg roll ones.
Oh, okay.
It's getting annoying hearing it 20 million times.
As am I. Girls, I don't need to get copywritten before I can get monetized.
It's been playing in the background this entire time.
I know, but now you girls are actively singing it.
We were before.
Not within... Ow!
I saw that.
Please be careful. Do not cause a fire.
No, it wasn't.
At the moment, I'm more concerned about not dying. Thank you.
It wasn't gonna make you die.
You don't know that?
It's just gonna make you burn.
For all you know, I could be the Wicked Witch of the West with oils.
That's water for one.
He said with wheels.
Ow!
Are you okay?
Yeah, you saw nothing.
I actually didn't see anything, so.
Excellent! You didn't see nothing.
Take a shot every time the oil spits at Guardian.
No! The oil hit the eye and went flames.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good.
I know that's not good. You don't have to remind me of that.
It happened right as I was taking a hit.
Can you get me a plate over there, please?
Everywhere. That's not safe.
Lena, can you get me a plate, please? And I'll clean up the oil in a minute.
Ooh.
Backwards again.
What?
My sauce is backwards. What's that?
There. Now he can try one.
I stopped it backwards.
My favorite version. It's the remake version.
Please be careful.
I'm trying to be careful.
We don't have the resources to put out a grease fire.
Baking soda?
Oh, yeah, we can have that.
The sun will always shine.
Yeah, I know you love the reprise version because you
No,
love
this is literally just...
I want to do
on the fire.
And the fact, the doom, 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 the lights flashing, and then, oh!
I want to do. Should we just put those movies on?
Not in the mood for that tonight.
Why not?
Because I'm just not.
Why not?
Because I'm just not.
Why not?
I said no!
And I asked why not?
That's why.
Because we've been listening to the songs for hours.
Yes. And now it is almost 10 o'clock. This is
You know
taking
what?
4 hours to make.
Deal with it.
Is he even looking?
No.
Alright. Okay.
I'm just waiting for burrito time.
Burrito Crunchwrap deep fried spring roll time.
What did you do?
Can you stop dropping the hammer?
Mean it just mute it?
Picking up with my toes.
I will tell you this. The game is super difficult if you don't have sound on.
Yeah, obviously.
Super fucking
Any
difficult.
rhythm game is.
Jessica and I were up at 3 in the morning one time and went downstairs, snuck downstairs to play it, and we had to do it on mute because her dad's room was like right above where the TV speakers were, and they had surround sound.
You couldn't put it on very low? No, it just had to be on mute.
Yeah.
Any rhythm game's gonna be difficult. It has to be mute. Because when I used to play Project Eve at the house, I used to wake up in the middle of the night and do that too. I played on mute, and Mom would come out and be like, "The fuck are you doing?"
I mean, the good thing about Jessica's basement is it was hardwood. It was hard floor, like concrete.
Yeah.
I once woke up in the middle of the night to play with Legos, and my mom stopped me after 30 minutes of me rummaging around.
Yeah, that shit's loud.
Mm-hmm.
What'd she do?
She said, "Get your ass back to bed."
And you
Wait.
said,
I was
Okay.
4 years old. This is like we were living in it was after we moved out of the townhouse into the house before my parents split.
Alright.
And my mom would wake up in the middle of the night to noises downstairs. She'd come downstairs to the living room, and I would be sitting in front of the television, staring at it in awe,
"Oh yeah, you told me about that."
watching Tempur-Pedic infomercials.
You told me about that.
Tempur-Pedic infomercials, really?
Yep. This is back when Tempur-Pedic first came out. And to this day, I still want a Tempur-Pedic mattress.
My
I'm
mom has
sure
one.
you do. Alright.
If I ever win the lottery, I am buying a Tempur-Pedic mattress.
My mom has one.
Like one of the really good high-end ones.
I don't know if she has one of those, but I know she has one. Hopefully that doesn't make us break out.
Huh? What?
The peanut oil.
Oh, I'm not allergic.
I'm not either, but
Peanut oil makes stuff taste better sometimes. Like fried chicken.
Alright.
Speaking of, do not use it if you are allergic to peanuts.
Who wants to give this to Wolfman?
here, want to use this?
I don't want to have my ass handed to me.
Now, time for plating.
He didn't even wake up to that. I turned the light on and everything.
He's passed out?
He is knocked the out.
Well, he won't get his until much later then.
Was anyone in there with him, or is it just him?
No, it looked like it was just him.
Alright, good. Alright, he doesn't get
I don't
his.
remember whose is whose.
Honestly, it depends on which one you want.
You said this one was mine, right?
Yeah, that was yours.
I'll take that one, thank you.
Taste time! Napkin. Napkins.
Knowing me, I probably need it anyway.
What, the napkin or the sauce?
Sauce.
Alright. Can I eat?
Yeah, first bite for you. Go ahead.
Well, she ate the green one, so I'm gonna eat the red one. I'll try one bite without, and then one bite with sauce. Just to be completely
Alright.
unbiased in this. Alright, red one.
Alright. I got the regular. This takes me back.
Me too.
This is the taste of nostalgia.
For
Thing is,
what?
it's healthy ingredients, but it tastes more or less exactly the same as it used to be.
Oh, what? That's not me.
That's him.
We're in the same house. Get the hell out.
We're in the same house. You can walk out. Do you want me to bring it to you? He says he's not dressed. You guys continue eating. Share your thoughts. I'll be right back.
What is this supposed to bring back memories of what?
When he
Memories at PCC.
used to make his Crunchwraps all the time.
Oh, okay. I get you. I remember him bringing chicken nugget breakfast burritos every day. He'd bring like 3 of them bitches.
I would. Alright. I already know how the Crunchwrap tastes because I tried these for the last few days, but a few times I made this stuff, so I'm going to see how this tastes. How it tastes wrapped up in an egg roll.
This kind of reminds me of a Morningstar veggie patty. Mushed up and crushed together, like a whole bunch of those mushed together. And like throw some taco seasoning in there or something. That's what this kind of reminds me of.
That sauce gets you. Oh.
Mainly it's that texture.
Oh. So, I don't think it's the best in the egg roll, but it's still good. Like, giving it a 3rd place trophy.
I wouldn't know. I'm not there yet.
I'm not either.
I mean, you guys can still take a bite. I mean, I'd be surprised if you managed to finish all 3 of them.
This bitch is hot, and it's gonna be hard to pick up. Ow!
Does it burn or is it just sharp?
Hot. Hot! It's not the best test on that. I can barely get a bite in without burning my fingers off. See, it's hot. Okay.
Hot?
That would be really good.
What?
Cheese sauce.
I wish I'd grabbed that can of nacho cheese from Walmart,
Yeah.
mixed it in with everything before I added the egg.
No. Like put a layer of the cheese
Or just have it on
on
the
its
side.
own or on the side.
Yeah.
Because in reality, this and this taste a lot, like, pretty much the same.
Yeah.
It's just a different shape.
Yeah.
Different color.
If it was, like, each item was just slightly different. Or something. Or, like, for these two, if each of them were, like, just a little bit different.
Well, I think the thing that's different is the wrap.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, besides the wrap. It would stand out a little more. But cheese sauce.
Yeah, because there was not a lot of cheese left.
Cheese would have bounded this together better.
Yeah, that big container that you saw it all in, there's like a layer about that much of cheese that I put on top and mixed in. Not nearly enough.
Cheese would have bounded together more.
Better with or without the guac?
I can't tell because the sauce itself burns.
That?
Yeah.
Medium.
No. With.
With.
Didn't expect it to take this long to make. Usually, in terms of everything else, when I was making it originally, it took about
Whoa.
maybe an hour. Save that for later. Pick up a thing of nacho cheese sauce. See if this works out any better tomorrow. Bravo.
Excuse me. Be polite because I'm on camera. I'm on camera. I don't really apologize for that.
With the wrap like this, it makes me wonder if it would taste any better if there was more crunch in there. Like putting in some of those Doritos or something. I don't know. Probably try that tomorrow too.
What did you use to put in there that made it taste grainy after a couple days?
Mashed potatoes. No mashed potatoes in here, just the fried potatoes.
You know what's really good?
What?
Mac and cheese burritos. I mac and cheese inside a tortilla.
I mean, I heard you, but it sounds peculiar.
It's really good. Out of the three, I say egg roll. Lena?
I don't know.
She has no strong feelings one way or the other.
Nope.
I still like the concept of the Crunchwrap. I can't look past that.
Yeah. I will say
When
though,
you say Crunchwrap, I was thinking like taco.
I will say though, it needs more of a binding agent because this is no insult to you, It tastes kind of like mush.
Yeah, it is a little mush.
Yeah, it is.
It is a little mush. That's why I said it was like the Morningstar garden veggie patties.
Yeah.
Because those are very much mushy. But they have the crunch in there from the water chestnuts and stuff. My favorite Morningstar patty, by the way, people. I was a vegetarian for 2.5 years. And those were my favorite thing.
It's like the texture of refried beans somehow.
Yeah.
And that's what kind of turns me off a little bit.
I know.
But if you had more cheese, that would give it the stability to stay together.
Maybe a bit of a crunch.
The crunch can help.
Or if you like
But it can
layered
break it if
the
you don't do it right
ingredients in that one versus mixing everything together. Layering the ingredients tends to not turn to mush.
True.
X marks the spot.
Not go the way I wanted it to.
X marks the spot.
Yes, it does. Sorry, not happening. Not joining this.
I still say egg roll. The egg rolls are really good.
I do
It
like
adds
the
that little bit of
crunch.
crunch, yeah. And the mush, it like kind of like counteracts the mush.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I still say egg roll for sure.
On the plus side, it is healthier than what it originally was.
True.
And healthier than probably most of the stuff that we cook regularly
Well,
on this channel.
Yeah.
okay,
Most of the things that Brendan decides he wants to cook, it's because he thinks it's going to be fun.
Yes.
And then he ends up with a 3-hour video.
Actually, the longest one has been about an hour. I trim everything down.
I know, but still.
Well, outside of reality, inside reality, I spend 3 hours.
yeah.
In this case, it was 4 hours before I turned the camera on. Although, including this one, when it goes up, 3 out of the 4 videos of Guardian's Kitchen has featured something that I deep fried.
Yeah.
Because the breakfast burrito I made, the omelet inside the burrito, that was
Oh, the omelet burrito, yeah.
yeah, the omelet burrito was not deep fried.
Neither was mine.
Oh yeah, I still need to edit Isola's Kitchen.
Well, Guardian Kitchen featuring
Isla.
Isla.
I will say
It'll
this.
have to still be Guardian's Kitchen, but
Yeah.
it's featuring you instead.
Me.
Next time I try and do that omelet burrito, I'm gonna do what I did here and grill it. Because that sort of the grill sort of helped keep the tortilla together.
Alright, I need to get up.
All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Feel free to try this yourself. Take some of the advice we got from Burpsvale over there.
Me?
And I'm the Guardian, Camera Lady Isra,
Still not joining that party, but hi.
Nashville.
I mean, bye.
Catch you guys later.